Hi yogis, welcome to a quick grounding flow. So this is a slow flow. It's really meant to get us into our body and meaning being fully present with where we are at in time and space and in that moment. This grounding flow was really intended to serve as an opportunity to slow down, to calm that nervous system, and to really center yourself. So, for this practice, you don't need a block, but you can have a block if you would like one. And if you like to sit up on any sort of blanket to begin, so you can sit on your block or you can sit on your blanket. We're going to arrive here, and as always, taking responsibility for your own well-being throughout the practice. So either sitting on your block or sitting on a blanket or on the ground, if that's comfortable for you. Beginning with 5 deep breaths here into your lower belly. Feel that breath expand your belly as you breathe in. And your belly contracts as you breathe out. 3 more. Feeling the weight of your body on the ground. And bringing your full intention to be right here for these next several minutes. Give yourself this opportunity to center, to ground. And then begin by an inhale, sweeping your arms out and up to the side. And wash them over you. Washing away any tension. Inhale, and the hands, they come down as though you're washing, pouring water over yourself, sweeping away energy, however you want to visualize the washing. And one more time. And very slowly rock forward onto your hands and your knees. And walk your hands forward. Your hips stay up as we come into puppy pose. Letting your forehead rest the ground or rest on the block. Keeping that breath low in the belly. One more deep breath here. And on your next exhale, send your hips down to your heels, resting your forehead on the ground. Your knees can be closer together or farther apart. Here in child's pose. Feel the weight of your body supported by the ground beneath you. And let each exhale melt away any tension, any worry. Experiencing you right here, right now, nowhere else. Fully safe, fully held. Continuing to breathe low in your belly.
slowing down from all the doing, from all the busy, whether it's a busy mind, or busy life. Taking even just these few moments to recenter. Feeling that breath bring you home. Home to the moment. Home to your being yourself. And gently rise up back to a tabletop. Hands under shoulders. Tuck your toes and send your hips up and back for downward dog. This might be your first downward dog of the day. Adjust your pose so that you can get that upside down letter V. Stretching out the hamstrings. Your knees might be bent, they might be straight. Find where that stretch feels good to you and ask your body, and if that phrase maybe doesn't resonate with you, ask your legs, ask your muscles, what feels good here? What kind of stretch do you want? And you can try it out by moving around. And responding to what feels like a good stretch. And then slowly, keeping that slow pace as we take this break from the busyness, walk your feet toward your hands. And once they arrive, let your hands dangle down. Your knees might be bent, they might be straight. Let your head be heavy. And again, ask your body, ask your legs, ask your muscles, ask your hips, what stretch, what motion feels good? Does it feel best to just hang and dangle and be heavy here? Or does it feel good to sway from side to side, bend one knee and then the other? Keeping each of your motions slow, purposeful. Keeping that breath low in the belly, slow and deep. And then squeezing those glutes, round up, vertebra by vertebra, moving slower than you want to, letting your arms and your head be heavy until the very last. Feel that rising, and as you rise, you're still grounded here in the moment, in this movement in your body. And from here, we're moving into mountain pose. Find your feet slightly wider than hip distance apart. Feel the front two corners of your feet on the soles of your feet, the balls of your feet, touching the ground as evenly as you can, and the back two corners on either side of your heels, touching the ground as evenly as possible. Your toes doing what they do, helping you balance, helping you grip. And let's move up to our knees. If you find your knees are falling more inward, then tighten your outer thigh and your glutes to roll them out just slightly.
And moving up to your hips, to your pelvis. Begin by exaggerating each posture to find a neutral pelvis. Exaggerate a frontward tilt. Really tilt it forward and up. And then exaggerate an arch in the low back. And then find that place in between. And if it still feels uncertain, just squeeze your glutes and they will put your pelvis in neutral. And then moving up to our ribs. Exaggerate a flare, really pressing the ribs forward and out. And then exaggerating a crunch with the ribs. And then finding the in between where the ribs aren't flared or crunched, but they're held to the back body. Moving up to the shoulders, rolling your shoulders gently down and open, your palms facing up. And now imagine you have a string attached to your sternum, your breastbone, and the top of your head, your crown. And that string is pulling them to the sky without losing the neutral pelvis or the ribs held back. Once you have this posture, soften in your lower belly and breathe deeply. In this position where we have full access to our power, to our prana, our life force, where we are grounded in our own strength, our own center. Bring your attention to your feet. Feel your feet standing strong on the ground always there, rising up to support your every step. Bring your breath to your low belly again, left hand on your low belly. Feel the breath moving in with an expansion and out on the contraction. This breath coming into this power center. The center that roots us, that grounds us, that connects us to earth, to our body, to ourself beyond this body. Again, place your right hand on your heart, bringing your breath into your heart as well as your belly. Letting any mental chatter or any stories running in your mind to be blown away like bubbles on your exhale. Feel any sensation in your heart area without labeling it good or bad or right or wrong, just sensation. Taking these full breaths, 3 more. Letting each breath be cleansing, clearing, centering, strengthening. And on your next inhale, see, feel, or imagine the breath filling your whole body. And the exhale, releasing any stress, worry, tension, scattered. Anything you want to release. And the next breath, filling your whole body and beyond into your energy field. And the exhale, clearing. We'll finish in a standing pose. With our hands, both hands at your heart, in this lotus mudra. So that is pinkies, knife edge side of your hand touching, and thumbs down that side of your hand touching. And then the rest of the fingers are open like a flower, and we hold them here at the heart. Gaze down into this flower, feeling your roots, feeling your groundedness in this moment, and carrying it with you outside of this practice. And gently let your hands rest at prayer as we seal in this practice. Thank you for practicing today. Namaste.